Today I have sales to ship and life updates to share, so why don't we just do both? I hope that is your jam. I hope that's what you're here for. If not, sorry, that's what you get today. So stick around for some life updates, channel updates, and also maybe peek at the things that I'm shipping out that sold for me on eBay in the past few days. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new here, my name's Veronika. I'm a part-time reseller. I'm also a full-time working solo parent, currently in the state of New Jersey, but that is about to change, and that's kind of why I'm sitting down and filming this video to give you guys a quick life update, what's been going on. I've mentioned it here and there, but I just wanted to sit down and talk about it. But because I also have things to ship, I figured why don't we just do both at the same time. I printed all my labels. I have my little thank you sticker notes that I'm going to put on these items, and I just realized I forgot to bring my other thank you stickers, so I will grab those as well. I have 4 things to ship, all sales that I made on eBay. I'm running a sale on eBay right now, which usually kicks things a little bit into higher gear. It's been really slow for me. I've shared this in previous What Sold videos, but I'm happy to actually ship 4 things tonight. So we will chit chat about life and reselling maybe a little bit, and then you'll be all up to date on what's going on with me. Okay, you don't need to be as extra as me and put 2 stickers on your sales, but I do have one that has all my information on it, which you can probably not really see, and then I have the thank you for supporting my small business, and I like to put both on there, so that's just what I do. All right, first thing I'm shipping out is a Zara men shirt, button-down shirt, so let's get that ready. And while we get that ready, let me tell you a little bit about what's been going on. Got my label here, got my poly mailer, all as well. So again, if you've been here for a while, you may remember that about 1.5 years ago, I filmed a video in our Virginia apartment telling you all about the reasons why I am moving to New Jersey from Virginia, where I had lived for 6.5 years at that time with my family. And it was due to me having found a new job outside of academia. I was teaching college students for a long time, and I had to get out. So I was really excited for this job, still am, still love it, love my job, very happy. I work for a nonprofit that supports students and teachers, so I'm still in the field where I feel comfortable. So, moved to New Jersey for the job at the beginning of 2022, and around the same time, my child's father and my soon-to-be ex-husband decided that it would be best if we parted ways. We, still respect each other, we care about each other, we care about our child, obviously, but we didn't really see any future as a married couple. So, my son and I moved to New Jersey at that time, and it's been difficult, I'm not gonna lie. So being a single working parent of a child who's not neurotypical, who's on the spectrum, among other things, and also running your small business on the side and having virtually no support system, it is really freaking hard. And I knew that, but of course I didn't know what exactly it would be like. I think I was kind of hoping I would be having a little bit of an easier time making friends, finding people, sort of like building my support system here, building my village. But that has been difficult to actually impossible because, if I'm not at work, I'm with my child. When my child is in school, I'm at work. It's just it's hard to meet people and connect with people. And so that's really been a huge struggle for me in this past year and in past 1.5 years. And it just, once the initial excitement and newness and just getting adjusted, once all of that wore off and I realized, okay, so this is where we're going to be and this is what it's going to be like now, I realized that it was just not sustainable for me. So both in terms of how often my child would see his father, but then also just me not having people around to help me out with him, maybe watch him if I wanted to go do something or just had to go do something. And I will say throughout all of this, my job has been so accommodating to my situation, and which is one of the reasons why I just don't want to quit my job. I want to keep my job and keep working with the people that I'm working with. So it's just, it's been difficult and it's been a struggle for me. And it was a little bit better. I thought it was a little bit better for a while. I, was seeing someone, but when that ended and I was just utterly heartbroken, it really kicked in that I don't have anyone here. I have a fantastic support system in Virginia. I have a fantastic support system of friends who, support me virtually over the phone and, on StreamYard and on YouTube and what have you. But just having people here who can physically be there, both for me and maybe also for my child, I just don't have that here. I have parents of my kids' friends who will invite them over for play dates every once in a while, and that's a huge help, but it's just not the same. It's not the same as having actual friends who've seen my child grow up and who've known him since he was a baby and who I trust implicitly with my child, and with, most of my other problems. So yeah, basically in a nutshell, that is the main reason why we are moving back to Virginia. I want my kid to have more contact with his father, and I understand that that's not entirely up to me, but I want to do the best I can to facilitate that and make that happen. Real quick, we're shipping a dress that sold for $56. You will see it in a What Sold, but I'm very excited for that sale. That just came in today. And this is gone to Stephanie. All right. Written the name down. Back to the life updates. This is an interesting combination of things. So the difficult thing, of course, now is that my child has made friends here and he's sad about leaving those and not being in his school anymore, but he's of course excited to see his dad more. And so he will go from seeing his dad maybe once a month to seeing him at least once a week. So that is going to be much better for them and their relationship, and it's going to be much better for me because I'll actually have some time to do things for myself, because you guys, I've been struggling. It's not even about like the thrifting and the sourcing and all of that. It's just like for my own mental health to just get a break from parenting every once in a while. It's just priceless. Like, everybody needs that. Every parent needs that. If you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. So to be able to have that again, I'm just really happy about that. I love my child to pieces, but I do need breaks from him. And he needs breaks from me too. He's super attached to me, which makes this whole thing also very difficult sometimes, because I can't really get a lot done, or, get any self-care in when I'm with him. Sometimes I can, but it's definitely challenging. So yeah, those being the primary reasons why we're actually moving back to Virginia. Now, it's a little bit interesting how it's all going to go down. Now, we need to move out of this place at the end of June because my landlord, who is fantastic, actually needs his house back for family reasons. So that kind of all coincided, and I was like, okay, well, so we would have to move anyway. Might as well move back to Virginia. And oh, I forgot. Most important thing, my job has been so fantastic because I actually had to, make that tough decision. What am I going to do about this? How can I move back to Virginia but not lose my job? Because that really did not feel like a good option for me. I'm incredibly lucky to have the job that I have, to have the colleagues and the boss that I have, and I don't want to give that up. So I talked to my boss, and after, several weeks of thinking about it, he agreed to letting me work remotely so I could move back to Virginia to, make my family life just more functional, co-parenting, family life, whatever you want to call it. Oh, she's a loud one. This is a Time and True dress, you guys, from a Goodwill Blue Box. I didn't have much into it. It didn't sell for much, but I make a small profit, so yay. And it sold really fast. So So we're gonna ship that out next. So anyway, job, everything is good. I will get to keep my job. My role will change ever so slightly. Where is my Sharpie? But I still get to do what I love. I'll be working from home, and so that's a big change. I will say I do enjoy going into the office. I like being on a hybrid schedule. So working from home is going to be an adjustment, but overall I think it's all good things, and it'll be much better for us in the long run to be back in Virginia. And even though my kid is sad about it right now, I think ultimately he will adapt and will be happy to have more time with his dad. All right, so this is going to Linda. Thank you, Linda. So let's talk about how this is all going to go down. So I need to move out of this place by the end of June/early July. Again, my landlord is fantastic in letting me stay in a couple of extra days just because that's how it works out best with, you know, moving, etc. Now, here's where the awesome support system comes in. My friends are so amazing. One of my friends is out of the country for several weeks, and so she just offered up her house for us to stay there over the summer. If we had to look for an apartment still, we could do that, and we would just have a place to stay and wouldn't have to worry about, you know, sleeping in my car with my kid, which that alone is such a relief. Not that I thought that was actually a possibility, but I don't know if you guys know, but looking for an apartment pretty much anywhere right now is insanity. Rent is so freaking crazy. And so I'm happy to report that we actually found something that is in the same price range as what I'm paying right now. So my rent will not go up drastically, which I'm very happy about. We will have a lot less space than we have in our current place, but that was to be expected. So what that means for my reselling business is that I will actually have a storage unit for all my inventory. I will still do the processing and the shipping and all of that at home from my home office, if you will, and we will talk more about that when the time comes. But yeah, my inventory is gonna go into a storage unit, which was partially my motivation to get my inventory sorted and put little numbers on everything and figure that out. So I will have a storage unit, and then yeah, we will be moving to a small apartment, but it's all gonna be fine. I'm excited for it. I'm excited we found something. Now here's the thing, we cannot move in there until the middle of August. So until then, we're kind of like staying with friends, bumping around, maybe staying in an Airbnb for a little bit. Once those friends come back, my mom is actually coming to visit on top of it all. So my next month and a half are going to be very interesting. And to be honest, I don't know how it's going to affect my ability to regularly film videos. I will definitely try to make it happen. But that's also part of the reason why I just canceled all of my lives for the summer. I might still do the bar if it works out with Chloe and Glamour, just in terms of scheduling and timing. But yeah, Realist and Relax is not going to be back until late August, probably, maybe early September. So we're on summer break for that. If you were wondering, that's the reason. Because the thing is, I'm basically moving twice. I'm moving everything down to Virginia in a little less than 2 weeks. It's gonna go, most of it's gonna go into storage units. So one for my inventory, one for all of our personal stuff. And then my kid and I are gonna live out of a suitcase for the next 6 weeks. So that's fun. Yeah, so it's just, there's a lot going on, and I'm just trying to, you know, be an optimist about it, which is really hard for me because I'm not an optimist. But overall, I'm just glad that I'm in a position where, you know, especially with my career, where I felt comfortable enough to ask for such a huge privilege, if you will, to be allowed to work from home. Because when I got the job, it was part of the deal that I would be moving to New Jersey for the job. So the fact that I have, you know, proven myself enough to stay with this organization and be, you know, trusted to work from home and still be as efficient and productive as I have been, that's huge to me. And again, like, they want to keep me, I want to stay with them. It's really a good match for me. I'm really happy where I'm at in my career right now, and I don't want to jeopardize that. So yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. But one thing that I definitely look forward to is just having a little bit more time for myself, but of course also for things like going out to source and such. It'll mean probably ordering less butter boxes and being at the bins more, which yay for that. We all know I love the bins in Virginia, so I'm excited for that. It'll allow for more just me having free time with my friends and going out for brunch or drinks or just doing like normal adult things, which I haven't really been able to do. We got some Billabong board shorts to ship to Chris. So thank you, Chris, for that purchase. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I feel like this was very disorganized, and I apologize for kind of like jumping around a little bit, but clearly I didn't write a script to give you a live update. That's just not how we roll on this channel. But that's where I'm at. So moving back to Virginia. Things I'm going to miss about New Jersey. I definitely will miss Dollar Day, let's be honest. I will miss going into the office and just being around my colleagues in person. It's been good. I like the people I work with, in case I haven't mentioned it 15 times already. I will definitely miss, you know, kind of on behalf of my child, the friends that he's made here. His school has been fantastic, and I'm really sad about, you know, that part of it all. Like that's really the hardest part of it all, is how is it going to affect my child, because he's turning 7 soon, so he doesn't really have the foresight, you know, to see that in the long run this is going to be better for you. But right now I'm asking you to say goodbye to all of your friends that you've known for 1.5 years. So that is a really tough part, and we will see how that all works out. The good thing is that he's actually going back to his school where he previously attended kindergarten for the first semester, trimester, whatever you want to call it, the first couple months. I'm not sure if that's going to make a huge difference in how he's going to be adjusting, but I do, of course, hope that some of his previous friends will, you know, still be around, and maybe he will remember them, and, you know, maybe they'll still be friends. I don't know. We'll see. But that's another parenting challenge that I will navigate as it unfolds, and the good thing is I don't have to do it all by myself. So, yeah, that part I'm definitely excited about. It's just, you know, the whole like we can do it all thing, it's bullshit. Like we can, but at the expense of our like mental and physical health and sleep and all the other things. Like there are only so many hours in a day, and if you're just one person trying to do all the things, you're going to burn out and you're just going to crash, and it's not good for anyone. It's not good for me. It's not good for my child. I'm trying to be the best parent, whatever that looks like, for him that I can possibly be, and me being utterly alone and unhappy and just unsupported I'm not going to be able to be that for him. So ultimately, this is what motivated that decision, and I'm really glad and grateful that we're able to do this. Again, while also keeping my job, while also still being able to do reselling and doing all the things that I enjoy doing. So yeah, I look forward to this like new old chapter of my life. It'll definitely be an adjustment. It'll be the first time that my child's father and I are co-parenting while also living relatively close to one another. So I'm very hopeful for that, honestly. And I look forward to just feeling more like myself again, being in an environment where I feel like I already put down roots and feel comfortable and feel at home, and yeah, feel supported and cared about by my fantastic friends that I've missed so much over the last 1.5 years. So yeah, there it is, you guys. There's my life update. Of course, any life changes for me always affect my reselling business and my channel in some way. But yeah, there's opportunity for growth and new interesting content. I have a few ideas already for videos that I'll be filming once we're all moved in and set up and such. And so I really look forward to that. I'm, yeah, very much at peace with this whole decision and process. I've been asked, like, are you excited? And I'm like, you know what? I'm packing up a whole house and a business and caring for a child and also working full time. There's very little room for excitement, but I'm at peace with the decision. I'm really just relieved and glad that we're able to do this. And yeah, I look forward to taking you along as much as I can. I don't know if there's going to be a moving vlog this time, but I have 2 opportunities to film it because we're moving out here and then we're going to have our stuff in storage and then move into the new place a month and a half later. So that should be interesting. And maybe I'll prop up a camera somewhere during all of that and document parts of it. We'll see. I can't make any promises. I'm just trying to stay somewhat sane throughout this entire process. I mean, right now I'm sitting on my couch and there are moving boxes like right here. You can't see them, but my couch is like moved away from the wall to make room for moving boxes. So we're in the thick of it. And so on that note, I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to get some listings up so I can sell some stuff and move it out of here before packing everything up. So thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for sticking around, especially if you've been subscribed for a while. Really appreciate you. Also really appreciate anyone who just subscribed and is like, what is this shit show? Thank you. Thank you for being here. And yes, we do curse on this channel occasionally. I will see you very soon. I have an unboxing to film, which for some reason I decided to place an order on ThredUp, even though I don't need more stuff in my house right now. So yeah, that's pretty much on brand. So that'll be coming up very soon. And then we're going to film a what sold for June also very soon. And spoiler alert, so far it's not looking good for that. That will probably be a very quick video. So yeah, all of that coming up on my channel. I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, subscribing, doing all the YouTube things. Appreciate it so much. Bis bald. Tschüss.